For countless people across the globe, the day doesn't truly begin until they have had their first cup of coffee. It's more than just a beverage. It's a ritual, a familiar comfort that signals the start of a productive day. Many of us, rely on that morning jolt to shake off the lingering grogginess of sleep. The rich aroma alone can feel invigorating, promising the focus and energy needed to tackle the tasks ahead. This daily habit is often woven into the very fabric of our social and professional lives, from coffee meetings at work to catching up with friends over a latte. The simple act of preparing and drinking coffee provides a moment of pause before the world's demands take over. The reasons we drink coffee are deeply personal yet widely shared. For some, it's the straightforward need for increased alertness. A student pulling an all-nighter or a driver on a long journey might turn to coffee for its well-known ability to keep sleep at bay. For others, the appeal is psychological. That warm mug can feel like a trusted companion, offering a sense of normalcy and control in a busy world. Over time, this psychological dependence can become as strong as the physical one. We associate the taste and smell of coffee with being awake, capable, and ready for anything that comes our way, making it a cornerstone of our daily routine. The social aspect of coffee culture also plays a significant role in our consumption. Coffee shops have become modern-day community centers, places where we connect, collaborate, and simply coexist. Ordering a coffee is often the default activity when meeting someone, providing a simple shared experience. This social reinforcement strengthens our coffee habit, integrating it into our relationships and leisure time. It becomes a passport to social interaction, a reason to gather and communicate. The environment of a bustling cafe, filled with the sounds of grinders and steaming milk, further solidifies coffee's place as a central part of our collective culture. Ultimately, our relationship with coffee is built on its perceived benefits. We drink it to feel more productive, more focused, and more social. It promises a quick and reliable boost when our natural energy levels dip. This reliance is what makes it one of the most popular beverages in the world. Whether it's a simple black coffee, a fancy espresso drink, or a cold brew, the underlying goal is often the same: to enhance our state of being. This daily dependence, however, is precisely what can make the thought of quitting so daunting for many, as they have come to see coffee not as a choice, but as a necessity for daily function. To understand what happens when you quit coffee, you first need to understand what caffeine does to your body. Caffeine is a stimulant, and its primary action takes place in your brain. It works by blocking a neurotransmitter called adenosine. Adenosine is what your body produces throughout the day to make you feel tired and ready for sleep. When you drink coffee, the caffeine molecules attach to the adenosine receptors in your brain, preventing the adenosine from doing its job. This is why you feel more awake, alert, and focused after a cup of coffee. Your brain is essentially being tricked into thinking it is not tired. This blocking of adenosine sets off a chain reaction in the brain. With adenosine out of the way, other natural stimulants produced by your brain, like dopamine and glutamate, can have a more pronounced effect. This can lead to an improved mood and enhanced cognitive function, which are some of the desirable effects people seek from coffee. Additionally, your adrenal glands may release adrenaline in response to the caffeine. This is the fight or flight hormone, which increases your heart rate, opens up your airways, and sends more blood to your muscles. It provides that familiar surge of energy and heightened readiness. Over time, your brain adapts to this daily interference. It starts to produce more adenosine receptors to try to compensate for the ones being blocked by caffeine. This is a process known as neuroadaptation. It means your brain now needs more caffeine just to achieve the same level of alertness you once got from a smaller amount. This is the basis of caffeine tolerance. You might find that one cup of coffee is no longer enough to wake you up, and you need a second or even a third cup to feel normal. Your body has created a new baseline that depends on the presence of caffeine. This adaptation is the key to understanding both dependence and withdrawal. Your body has physically changed to operate in an environment where caffeine is always present. The systems that regulate sleep, alertness, and even blood flow have been altered. For example, caffeine is a vasoconstrictor, meaning it narrows your blood vessels. Your body gets used to this effect, particularly in the brain. When caffeine is suddenly removed from the equation, these finely tuned systems are thrown into disarray, leading to the uncomfortable symptoms we associate with quitting coffee. Your body has to learn how to function without its daily stimulant. When you decide to stop drinking coffee, your body begins a process of readjustment. The first few days are often the most challenging, as this is when withdrawal symptoms are at their peak. The most common and well-known symptom is the caffeine withdrawal headache. This occurs because caffeine constricts the blood vessels in your brain. Without caffeine, these blood vessels suddenly expand or dilate, increasing blood flow. This abrupt change in pressure can trigger a painful, throbbing headache that can range from mild to severe. It is your body's direct reaction to the absence of the substance it has grown accustomed to. Alongside headaches, profound fatigue is another hallmark of caffeine withdrawal. Remember how caffeine blocks adenosine, the chemical that makes you feel sleepy? When you stop consuming caffeine, all those extra adenosine receptors your brain created are suddenly open and available. The normal amount of adenosine in your system now has a much stronger effect, leading to overwhelming feelings of tiredness, drowsiness, and a lack of energy. You may feel like you are moving through a fog, unable to concentrate or motivate yourself to do even simple tasks. This is your brain finally receiving the sleep signals that caffeine had been blocking for so long. Many people also experience changes in their mood during this time. Irritability, anxiety, and even feelings of depression are common. Caffeine stimulates the release of feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine. Without that artificial boost, your mood can take a significant dip. You might find yourself feeling short-tempered, impatient, or generally down. This is a chemical response to the sudden change in your brain's environment. Your brain's reward system has to recalibrate and learn to function without the daily stimulation it received from caffeine, which can be an uncomfortable and emotionally turbulent process. Other physical symptoms can also appear during caffeine withdrawal. Some people report experiencing flu-like symptoms, such as nausea, muscle aches, and stiffness. Difficulty concentrating, often described as brain fog, is also very common. Your cognitive performance may temporarily decline as your brain struggles to adjust. These symptoms typically begin about 12 to 24 hours after your last cup of coffee and can last anywhere from 2 days to over a week, depending on how much caffeine you were regularly consuming. It is a clear sign that your body is working hard to return to its natural, caffeine-free state of balance. If you are considering quitting coffee, there are strategies to make the transition smoother and more manageable. One of the most effective methods is to taper off your consumption gradually, rather than quitting cold turkey. For example, if you normally drink 3 cups of coffee a day, try cutting back to 2 cups for a few days. Then, reduce it to 1 cup. You can also mix decaffeinated coffee with your regular coffee, slowly increasing the proportion of decaf over time. This gradual reduction gives your body more time to adapt to lower levels of caffeine, which can significantly reduce the severity of withdrawal symptoms like headaches and fatigue. During the withdrawal period, it is crucial to support your body in other ways. Staying well hydrated by drinking plenty of water is essential, as dehydration can make headaches and fatigue even worse. Try to get more sleep than usual, as your body will be craving rest. Gentle exercise, such as walking or stretching, can also help. Physical activity boosts blood flow and releases endorphins, which can improve your mood and provide a natural energy lift. Eating balanced meals and avoiding sugary foods will help stabilize your blood sugar levels, preventing energy crashes that can make you crave a caffeine fix. Finding a replacement for your coffee ritual can also be incredibly helpful. The habit of drinking coffee is often as much about the routine as it is about the caffeine itself. Try substituting your morning coffee with a cup of herbal tea, a glass of water with lemon, or a warm chicory root beverage, which has a similar roasted flavor. This allows you to keep the comforting ritual of a warm morning drink without the caffeine. Over time, you can establish a new routine that signals the start of your day, one that supports your body's natural energy cycles, rather than overriding them. For those thinking about a life without coffee, it is important to be patient with yourself and focus on the long-term benefits. After the initial withdrawal period passes, many people report feeling better than ever. They often experience more stable energy levels throughout the day, without the afternoon crashes. Sleep quality can improve dramatically, leading to more restorative rest. Some people also notice a reduction in anxiety and digestive issues. While the first week can be difficult, remember that it is a temporary phase. You are giving your body a chance to reset and function as it was designed to, free from dependence on a stimulant.